So today on the farm, I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, and that is prepare ahead of time. This is our kill station. It's getting upgraded this year. This is our current kill station. The problem is that our kill station is here and our processing station is way up there. And when we do that, it gets kind of tiring coming down, killing here, walking all the way back up, processing, coming down to kill some more, going back and forth, right? And we did this because there's a tree, there's two trees about 8 feet apart, about the right height. It was quick, it was easy. We got the job done. Just over 150 birds were processed through here last year. We are hosting classes this year, and I want to up the professionalism of our processing and make it more convenient for everyone to kind of be around in the same place rather than going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not to mention, it just makes it easier for me. So this is the Little Giant restraining cone, item number RC2. I got this off of Amazon. I want to say it was 30 bucks. We'll say 10.5 inches of space plus 3 inches of space in between. That was just a random thing I thought of, and I can get 6 cones up here. Now, if you put these right next to each other, you can get a whole lot more, but I don't know. I feel like having some space, and we usually only do 4 chickens at a time. I actually have a lot of ideas about how to improve this whole design. That's gonna be in part 2 because I gotta order some stuff. And right now, I'm just trying to get the general idea done. If you wanna know the dimensions, basically I cut these about 6 feet. That's a good height for me, I'm 5'11". It's a little higher than 6 feet, I think, but either that or I'm lying about my height. But that's just, I literally just walked up and was like, all right, if I stuff the chicken, then the head's right here. I feel like that would be comfortable for me, who knows? Just screws, there's no glue, there's nothing permanent. I can always change that. Not everyone is 5'11". I'm sure this will be a little tall for some people, but I made this for me. And I think I'll just get like a stool. That might be embarrassing for some people, but you know, if you're short, I think you're used to it. And then I got another little idea that I'm gonna get done in this video to make this kind of a cooler setup than just a straight basic little kill cone. Especially if you wanna keep your area clean, I think you're gonna like this idea. Well, I don't know how obvious this is on camera, but it angles down. So I've had this idea for a really long time, and I actually bought this to maybe do it, or I had another idea to use this. This is just that plastic stuff that they sell at, you know, big box store to put in bathrooms. It was 20-30 bucks. I've had it for a year. That's why it's really dirty. It's just been sitting outside. I never used it for what I intended to use it for. So all in all, this has probably cost me nothing, actually, because this is all materials I've had laying around. But if you want to calculate the cost, I would say you're gonna need 4 8-foot 2x4s. I cut one in half, and the braces are 4 feet. And so that's 4 feet, so that's 1 2x4, a 2x4 across, that's 2, and then 2 up, that's 4. And I cut 2 feet off, and that is that angle brace support. And then this is 30 bucks. So let's say a 2x4 is, we'll round it up to 4 bucks. I think they're 4 bucks again. I can't remember. So $12 plus $30, you're looking at $42 with screws. 45 bucks to build this. And then the cones, if you buy the cones, if you go 6, I think they're 30 bucks, $180. So the cones are the most expensive. And yeah, that's kind of your total. So what did I say? $45 to build this, 180, so 220. So you can get 6 cones, 220, and this is better than a lot of those cones I see for like $500, $600, $700, $800, $1,200 for 4 stainless steel cones. So the idea of this, I don't think I actually explained, but I think you guys understood what this probably was, is that this will be where the blood, you know, goes, and instead of spattering all over the place, it'll come here and it's angled to run down. Well, I'll say that works. I'm pretty stoked about that. That's kind of one of those ideas. Probably saw me fiddling around with it. I didn't really know how I was gonna do it. I mean, when the chickens bleed out, it's not gonna be as strong as a hose anyways. I'm not really worried about how far it goes. I think this is gonna be fine. We will find out in February 10th, actually. I'm gonna be teaching some friends of my friend how to process a chicken. They're coming up for the weekend. We're gonna do a little bit of a barbecue. Now the only thing to do is really mount this. Let's just do that real quick. I have one more, actually I got one more thing I wanna do on this. So this is the last little modification, and I think I'm done by now, but maybe I'll put wheels on one side so I can lift it up, huh? Well, I don't have any wheels, so that'll be the next video when I may or may not upgrade some of this. I don't know. You tell me. What do you think of this idea? Every time we put a chicken in, one always flies out of it, right? They shake so violently, they kick out. So I thought about this last year, I just never did it. And it's simple as drilling a screw, going it in. It doesn't need to be tight, it just needs to hold this piece of wood. So put in your chicken, boom, you do that, and now they can't get back out. I think that'll work. I don't know. I'm gonna order more of these, cut and install more of these, and maybe I'll make a few more modifications. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But I'll get this cleaned up for our first class. I've been thinking of this idea for over a year. Finally got it done, and for once in my life, it's done. Before I actually need it, it's dinner time. I'm getting delirious. Questions, comments, suggestions, how can I improve this? Let me know. I will see you guys on the next video.